Good evening, guys. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for joining on Sunday, spending your time to learn something new. It's always better than learn every day. Yeah, because every day is a learning opportunity to learn something new. Okay. Can we start learning what is Google Sheets?
Yes, sir.
How many of you new to Google Sheets? If you are new, raise your hands. I haven't heard of Google Sheets before. I'm entirely new to Google Sheets. I haven't used Excel. Something it's new for me like that. If you are new to Excel, I will begin with the basics from the beginner point of view. Okay, let me share my screen. I will start. I'm not going too in depth to the sheets. Just I'm going to touch upon what are the features and options available in Excel. Okay, is my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. Then if you are it is visible, you can see the Google Sheets. What is Google Sheets and what are the common terms used in Google Sheets, right? Or any other tabs? Microsoft Teams tab are you seeing? You are seeing Excel Sheets tab, right?
Yeah, sir, yes, sir. Google Sheets
Yeah.
is in view.
Okay. Yeah. To begin with, I will say how to open Google Sheets. Okay. It is an online platform where you can perform various operations like Excel. Okay. Excel is like a calculator which can do multiple complex operations at a time in a single sheet. Okay. Google Sheets is a platform which is run by Google, and it is providing entirely online. Okay. For Google Sheets, you search on Google Sheets. You can open free online spreadsheet. Before that, you have to log in using your Google account. Okay, you can open a spreadsheet. Take a minute. There are various features are available: docs, sheets, slides, and forms, which will be seen in future classes. Today we are going to see about Google Sheets. So if you are using personal means, we are going to use personal sheets. If you are using in workplace means, like you are working in a corporate and they have given like corporate working ID, domain ID. Like if you are using in college means, they have given like bit.ac.in, like .ac.in, .org, like that they will be giving like organization ID or institution, educational institution ID they will be giving, right? They are called as workspace. They have a specific domain for them and they will be working on the workspace. Okay. Now we are going to use in a personal space. So we are going to click open Google Sheets in personal account. Okay. Now Google Sheets will be opening. Yeah. This is a basic sheet. I am going to work on a blank account. Okay. Yeah. Looks like my network is a little bit slow. Am I audible? Is voice is clearly right? My
Yeah,
voice
it's clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
is
Right.
my
Yes,
voice
sir.
is breaking? Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is a Google Sheets platform where we can do many operations like creating lot of wonders through this Google Sheets. Okay. First, I am going to see what a blank document and how it is working. Okay. Then we will look upon what are the additional templates they are providing for us. It will be really beneficial for you to do works productively. Google is already providing some templates which will be really beneficial for you to do something productive. Okay, that will be you can try in future days. Okay, instead of using various apps and like you will be having 100 plus apps in your mobile, so you no need to use those apps. You can use only Google Sheets. It will be more than enough to communicate for everything. Okay, like you can see the blank sheet, right? Yeah. First, I will be going to from the beginning side. This is a blank sheet opened by me in the Google account. Like this is my mail, and I have opened using my Gmail. So first, I have to rename it. my Excel sheet to save it. So it will in Google Sheet, it will be automatically updated view online. Every moment you are updating something, it will be updated automatically. Okay, every second it will be updated. Looks like it is loading. Let me hold on a second. Okay, we will switch over to Google Sheets. To rename the Google Sheets, we can rename whatever be the name you wish to give. In the top left corner, you have to put like whatever be the name you wish to give. Like I have given the name as NKC training program. To like if I want to rename it, we can rename by clicking again. And if you want to save this for future purpose, we can start it, make it as an important. If I want to change the location, everything will be there, saved in the Google Drive. We are using Google Drive, like it is a mass storage, 15 GB storage given by Google for at free of cost. So everything, every document we are using in it, Google Sheets will be saved in Google Drive. Okay, to use Google Drive, we can use the same like Google Drive. If you are not aware, I am just opening Google Drive. It is a cloud storage platform available for us to store something in online. Go to Google Drive. If I am fast, kindly let me know. I will be a little bit fast. We have 1 hour of time. Already 15 minutes went. Haven't yet started. I will maximum try to convey as maximum as possible. Okay. Like this is my Google Drive. We can store whatever be the data we wish to see store in the drive. Okay, whatever be the sheets I am creating in the Google Sheets, it will be stored in the Google Drive. You can see everything in Google Drive. You can make use of it. Okay, let it be loading. I have some network issues. Let it be loading. So it is my Google Drive. I can store somewhere else where I have to store. Like I can create a new folder like training program files, whatever be the wish I wish to contain. I can create a folder and I can store it to the training program. So it is moving to training program. We no need to go to drive and switch all the programs. This is the sheet I have created now, and it is opened by me now, and it is edited now. Okay, so it is information it is showing in the Google Drive. Okay, we can rename and we can share everything. We can done in Google Drive also. Okay, like first initially we are to begin with. First we are going with files. We can to share this file. You can share with whatever be the mail IDs we can share. If you are sharing with, we have to change the access for them. Okay, whether they have to edit or whether they can view or whatever be the functions they wish to do, we can give the permissions to them. Okay, if you are giving permission, like anyone can on the internet can view this link. If I am copying this link means anyone with this link we can have access to the same sheet. Okay, if I am not giving to permissions like this, saving this as a commenter and editor. Okay, these are the various options available in upcoming. After going sometime, you will know what is editor, what is commenter, and what is viewer. Where viewer is a person can only view the document, like a person who is not going to do editing. And if we are containing formulas, or if we are giving something to some other persons to means to them means we have to protect it. The data should not be edited. We can give editor access. If we have to give viewer access. If then we need to give editor options means we can give editor option. If they are commenter means they can comment. They like if you are having huge data means if they like I'm having some sales data like everyday expenses means like this is my everyday expenditure data. Okay, if it is my everyday expenditure data, I am going to share with a person, like my mother, father or mother. I'm going to share this sheet with them. So these are the expenditures spent by me every day. Okay, for on August 1st date, I have spent 180, and yeah, this is my expenditure patterns. And we to sum up, I have spent monthly like 14,000 per month. So I need to give like this. If they are commenter means they can insert a comment. Okay, let me check 1 minute. Hold on. I will change my network. Yeah. I'm audible, right?
Yeah,
Am
yes,
I
sir.
audible? Are you there?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If my parents are seeing means like they'll be asking question like why August 15th they have spent more amount. Okay. If they want to ask a questions means they no need to open the sheet and see you have spent 932 rupees on this month. They can directly just a comment, put a comment to you have spent more money on this date. If I comment like this and I mention using at or plus symbol, whatever be the thing we can use anything at or plus symbol. We can mention their mail ID to this. Like if I mentioning some other mail ID of my mail ID means like I can give my company mail ID. Okay, boobalan.b2ms@gmail.com. This I have opened using personal mail ID and I have shared with asking Boobalan like what is the issue I have spent more money during this date. I'm assigning specifically like this sheet will be accessed by many number of people. Okay, like in the organization they will be using more number of people. Same sheet will be there. Everyone will be working on the same sheet. So I'm assigning this reason only specific to Boobalan because this expenditure pattern is spent by Boobalan. So I'm assigning to Boobalan. If I assign this to Boobalan means he have to resolve this issue. Like see, these are the comments I have raised. Okay, why you have spent more money in the reply? He have to reply like I have some say, expenditure due to so on the day like I have done certification courses. Whatever be the thing I have expenditure, I have to spend reason like he have to send a reply. Like if I'm opening in some other accounts means like I'm opening in B2MS mail ID. Okay, let it load. Like he will be receiving notification like there is a comments for you from Boobalan. Like you have to update. You have to state the reason why you have updated like this. Why you have done more expenditure on August 15. Like that they have given. I have to give justification for them. Okay, like we can give certification courses, whatever be the thing. For example, I'm saying, okay, a certification course, I spend more money. Like that we can say, and we can resolve this issue. If the issue is resolved, the comment will not be no more applying. Okay, there is a comment still applying, looks like an error. Okay, on first date it is an 180. I am commenting boobalan 4@gmail.com to it is like an error. No, it's correct only. Like that you can update whatever be the communications we want to convey with any other person. Like this is another person mail ID. I'm sharing. Just I'm using same mail ID, different mail IDs for your understanding purpose. Okay, no issue. It's correct only. Like this, we can comment and we can chat in this itself. Okay, we no need to share open screen and opening it and updating them. Everything we no need to do those things. Okay, and we can see who are the accessing here. Whoever be the persons who are accessing, we can see. Okay, it is showing like autonomous chunk because we have opened this file using the link. Okay, we are not opened using my account. Okay, so if you are opening using link, it will not be showing any mail IDs. Okay, if I am sharing with any person specifically means if I am having I share using boobalan.btms mail ID means that specific person will be visible in this. Okay, so that we can track them and we can monitor them whether who is accessing, who is changing, who is editing, whatever be the changes he made, we can just monitor them. Okay, whatever be the changes made by them, we can monitor easily. Okay, is it visible, right? Yeah, looks like it's loading. Okay, if I am adding another mail ID. Yeah, okay, thank you. If I want to share this file to anyone, means I have to add their mail ID. Okay, then I have to give whatever be the options. You have to like boobalan.btms mail ID. I have added. Then I have to change the settings whether he's a editor or commenter or viewer. Viewer can only view the document. Editor can edit the document. Commenter can only post the comments. He could couldn't able to change any values, any formulas, whatever be the thing, we couldn't able to do anything. So these are the various options available. If I am giving viewer option, you can only view the document. I'm giving editor option to boolean.btms mail ID. Okay, so is maybe is some other person. Okay, now I'm just saying the comments option. If you need any justification, clarifications, we can just ask with our collaborators. Like if you are working as a team, like 10 members working on the team means we can have various data like person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5. There are 6 person working on a team, and we are containing various week performance. Okay, like for example, if you are containing 3 weeks example means I'm putting random number. For time being, just ignore these values. Okay, this is a percentage. Okay, like in the first one, person 1. For better understanding, I could name Arun, Raj, Vimal. These are the persons, their performance is being monitored in the every week. Okay, this is for example, I'm mentioning this data. So if I have to ask a reason why Divya is not performing, we can insert a command to Divya, like asking her what is the reason why she is not responding, why she is not performing well. Like that, we can work in a team in a collaborative way. This is a very big future where LinkedIn. Kindly hold on. There is some disturbance. Someone have unmuted their mic, right? I couldn't able to see who. Okay, no issues. Yeah, there is a 7%. I can ask Divya directly, like commenting her why your performance is too low. So, like then I can mention their mail ID. Okay. If we mentioning them means we can. It is optional to mention them, or if you can specifically mention they are the only person can resolve this issue. Okay, no other one else can see the comments or whatever be the thing. They others can could not be able to see. Then if you are assigning to them, they will be entirely responsible for resolving this issue. They have to give justification for why this percentage was too low comparing to other people. Okay, they have to give justification for that. Okay, this is one cool feature where we can work collaboratively to share with any people. You have to do these things, and if you want no one outside the organizations to view this file, we can change it to restricted. So what whoever be the person could not be able to view the file by any means. Okay, if I'm restricting this document, anyone from outside from our organization or outside the mail, any other using any other mail ID, they couldn't be able to access the document. Okay, if I am sharing with specific mail ID means they have to use that specific mail ID to access this document. First, I am sharing what is collaboration. Okay, collaboration means some people working together in a same document. Okay, like this is a cool feature available in Google Sheets. Okay, we can work on a single sheet at the same time. Okay, now I'm making sense, right? This is a cool feature. Like I just mentioned what is commands and how to share. What are the sharing features available? Okay, both these two features are okay to you, right? This is a feature where if you are using Google means we can mention this Google Meet link and we can join using that mail ID. That's how, if you are generating Google Meet mail link means they have to mention like this is the for if you are if they are sending to join means they can join sharing this Google Sheet. We no need to share the entire screen to others. Okay, if I'm in Teams, I'm sharing the entire screen, right? So if you need Google Meet, it means we no need to share everything to others. We can only present this Google Sheet. It means only from here to here. It will be visible to everyone of everyone in the meeting. Okay, so for presenting option, this is the option available. If you are scheduling any meeting means in calendar we will be using, like this is the calendar option in Google. If you are assigning any meeting means it will be showing up. We can directly join. We don't need to enter any meeting link. Okay, This hope you what is the purpose of these three options? You got it right. This is the I'm sharing with these two persons. If anyone want access, means I will give this access to also. Can anyone say the mail ID? Anyone interested to see the access documents in live? Opening in system. If anyone using in system means can access in mobile also. If anyone wish to share mail ID means I will add them also collaborator as a viewers. Only one can get the options. Okay. If are anyone interested, do you want your mail IDs to be added in this sheet? Okay, I don't want to waste already half an hour wasted. Okay, all these cool three features are clear to you, right? Commenting, screen sharing, and sharing collaborations, right? Are you clear with these three options?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then if you want to share means like there are two options. We have like copy link and directly through the mail ID. These are the two features available in sharing option. If you want to know open new spreadsheet means we can open spreadsheet, and you want to open a existing spreadsheet means like we can press Control O or open. Okay. If you are using if you are having any data in Excel means we can just import the data from our document or any other sheets. We can upload the Excel sheet and we can directly work on it. We no need to just copy paste or editing anything. We no need to do anything. Okay, if you are using normally in Excel means we can directly import to Google Sheets. If you want to make a copy similar documents means we can make a copy and we can directly email this file to anyone directly to mail ID and message. We no need to go to the mail ID, opening the mail ID, and we don't need to send everything there. Okay, we have three options like whether we need to share this file as PDF or spreadsheet. This is the Google spreadsheet and Microsoft Excel. Excel means they will not be having any access to it. They will be just can download the file and they can use this. Okay, they can use the data. If you want sharing PDF means they couldn't able to access the files. They could be able to see it is in a PDF format. Okay, this is a cool feature available in email. And if you want to download it, these are the various options available for us to download. Okay, if you want to make it available offline, if I'm going to work it on offline means I can turn on offline and till my network is getting back, it will be everything will be recorded in offline. Okay, if I'm okay, look, if I want to turn off my data and I want to work offline means we can work offline. Everything will be done in offline. Same feature, nothing will be different. Okay, we can even work on online. We no need to work entire 24. If we are working for 7 hours in Excel sheet means we no need to turn on data for entire hours. We can make it offline and we can work it. And after completion, we can reconnect it. Entire data will be loaded to online. Okay, like this is syncing. Okay, syncing with offline to online. Okay, like this is the version history. We can see the versions history. What are the versions available in this Excel? Okay, if I'm creating this, when I have created what who have changed this Excel, like can you see this options, right? Version history.
Yes, sir.
Can I get any? Yes. Yeah. Like I have created this sheet on September 8th. Yeah. Yeah. I get some voice. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get my
it is
name.
still loading, Bhubalan.
Okay. Okay. On the right side, I'm saying. Okay. Are you getting the right side, right? Right side, September 8th, 11:34. Can you
Yes.
see?
Yes.
On the below, right side below. Okay. This is the time I have created the Google Sheets. Okay. At the time, we can see what is the stage of the Excel sheet. Okay. At this time, there will be nothing. Okay. Due to network issues, it is loading. It is the beginning of the time where I have created this Excel sheet. Then I have made some changes to the sheet. These are the changes I have made. I have some data in here. I have selected and deleted this data. Okay. Then this version is updated. Whatever be the changes, like I have copy pasted the Google content. What is Google Sheets and whatever be the things I have just copy pasted. These are the changes I have made in this sheet. Okay, we can see whatever be the changes. It will be highlighted in this color. Okay, these are the changes I have made on September 8th. These are the data I have created. I have inserted this image on September 8th. Okay, we can see whatever be the changes made on periodic time. Okay, if any person is logging in, what are the changes he is making? Okay, we can similarly we can change whatever be the changes in specific to Excel itself. Okay, it is entire sheet. We can see entire sheet whatever be the changes. Okay, like in like 1256, I have made changes to the sheet. Yeah. I have updated this sheet. Before there is nothing data available here. I have added after 1256. Okay. Today I have made some changes to this Google Sheets. So these are the options available where we can retrieve any data. Only owner can retrieve all this data. Owner can monitor whatever be the changes, like Bhubalan autonomous user, whatever be the persons using, that color will be denoted by this color. Okay, if Bhubalan is doing, he is like sky blue, it is denoted in sky blue color changes, and it is like black. Autonomous user is changing means it will be showing in black color. Okay. Then we can restore the version. If any person have changed, like if I asking this means he has the access to change. If he is posting like 77.57%, like he will be mentioning like it is a typing error, typing mistake, like that. If he are mentioning means I need to check what is the previous value he has mentioned. If it is both a value, okay, it is accepted. Okay, like that we can track whatever be the changes he has made. Okay, we can just click version history. We can retrieve entire document, entire history of the document completely. Okay, if we want to see the in specific changes to this means, click right click, show edit history. Okay, if I click this edit history means, can you see that I am asking what is the commands, what is the why the performance is low? Okay, that is the question raised. It is a command, and I have replaced 7.57 to 77.57. Okay, this is Bhubal and Arumugham have made changes to from this value to this value. Before that, what is that value? We can see clearly see what is that value. Okay, like wait 1 minute. Like I could see show this value. Whatever be the history available, whatever be the changes I have made to this value. Okay, we can make whatever be the changes to specific cell also. If we are putting that means like before it was 0, I have changed it to 258. Okay, before 0, whatever be the thing, it will be showing whatever be the values before till from the beginning to the end current value. Whatever, like initially it was 258, then I by mistake changed to 0, then I replaced with 0 to 258. Okay, like this we can see entire history. Okay, I have a little bit connectivity problem, so it will be showing everything. We can see entire history of the document. Okay, this is cool feature available, whatever be the changes. Like I have added 258. Like if I'm clicking 258 here means, but this is the initial point where this cell is getting activated. Till that it will be inactive. Okay, like if it will be showing history, like I have added 258. It is the first time. Okay, like that we can show entire history of each cell. Okay, we no need to worry about any data available in it. Every data is completely retrievable. Okay, as a owner we can retrievable. If we are giving any editor access to anyone, even though giving editor access, we can monitor all the changes made by him. Okay, like this is I have added 258 at September 12, 1835. This is the time I have made changes. Okay, now I'm deleting. Now I clicking means I have deleted some data from here. Deleted 258. Could you could see this, right? It is a cool feature available in no other sheets. You couldn't able to track whatever be the changes made. Once it is saved, you couldn't able to retrieve the document back to the normal. Okay, if you are working on it, if your system is switched off, you couldn't able to retrieve the document. Sometimes you can be able to retrieve the document by restore, but most of the times it will be we forgot to save the document, we couldn't able to retrieve the document. We will be doing again. Okay, to avoid this those things, it will be completely saved online. Okay, then coming to rename, you can rename directly. You can rename here also. Okay, like if you are clicking means you can rename also here also. Then you can move the sheets. You can add a shortcut to Drive. Okay, if you want to add a shortcut to anyone, you can add a shortcut to Drive. If you want to delete the document, you can delete the document. If you want to publish this in a website, like if I'm mentioning NKC, all the MOE signed colleges means I can share everything. MOE signed colleges. I don't want to waste your time. You can publish this entire sheet in the website. Okay, if you want to share this website means you can get the embedded link. You will be getting embedded link through this. Okay, you can get entire document, whether it is entire document or in the specific Excel sheet or whatever be the thing you want to. If you are giving pivot table means you can take pivot table, whatever be the thing you can share. Okay, that's the thing you can share and publish. You will be getting the link. Okay, you will be getting web page link. You can copy it. Okay, you can give make a copy of it. Then you can make use of it for website. If you are a web developer, you can make use of this. Okay, document details, like document details, it is created by me on 1834 in this folder. It is stored in this folder, and who is the owner of the document? It is the document details available. And spreadsheet settings. If you want to change any spreadsheet settings like sharing and whatever be the thing, timing and calculations, on every time I'm opening, it has to be updated. Like whatever be the changes I can make, we can track this using settings of this Excel sheet. Okay, if you want to enter today, if you are opening, while opening only, it will be updated. So while opening, it will be updated on now I have given like on changing every time. Okay, if there is a formula called is equal to now, we will be looking at. Okay, this will be showing the time now. Okay, like this, you can see that the time is not updated. Okay, when I press anything, enter means it is updated. You could see, right? Yeah, if I press enter anywhere, I can change. If I change any data means it will be updated. You could see the seconds are updated. Whatever be the changes I am making, it will be updated. You could see, right? This is the change settings. Okay, if I'm changing every second, it will be like 1 minute. It will be updating every second. You could see the time also. Okay, if you are putting a time means you can update, but it will take data and time. Okay, every minute, every hour. So it will be updated all the formulas every hour. Okay, this is the options you are going to give. Okay, then we are going to, if you want to print this document, you can print easily. Okay, whether you want portrait or landscape, you want entire document or whatever be the settings you can give. Whether we need to show the margins or we need to show grid lines or not, we can hide grid lines. Like this, we can easily print a document from this Google Sheets in online itself. Okay, we don't need to worry about document retrieving. This is the file option. You get all the file options, right? If you have any issues, you can just pull it out. Okay, then we moving on to edit options. Okay, like undo is whatever be the changes I have made recently at the last actions, we can retrieve. Okay, if I am giving undo, it is Control Z is a shortcut key. So this is the last functions I have made, and I have retrieved it by using Control Z. Okay, if I want to redo it means I want to give like getting back the whatever be the thing you have to do. Okay, like I'm pressing A, B, C, D. Okay, if I'm pressing Control Z means it is getting back all the data. Okay, if I'm pressing redo, Control Y. Okay, it is getting back all the data. Okay, I'm not typing A, B, C, D again. Okay, it is retrieving back redo. It is option redo will give back the data, whatever be the thing left off. Okay, undo means we whatever be the things we have done, it will erase it off and it will go back to the previous stage. Okay, redo means it will do back whatever be the data we have done. Okay, redo is that option, and we want to cut. If you want to cut means you can cut this data. We can move it. Okay, this is the cut options. Okay, you may be familiar with this copy paste. Like if you don't want to copy paste, if you don't want to cut, you can cut it. Okay, this is the cut option. Okay, if this is copy option, I'm just copying all the data to my sheets. Okay, then I'm going to paste. If like for pasting, I haven't say, right. Like I'm doing something, and now I'm going to copy. For copying, I press Control C and pressing Control C. If I want to use shortcut keys, instead of shortcut keys, we can do the option also. No issues. If you want to know all the shortcut keys available, you can go to Google Sheets help to improve. Means if you click that means it will give all the shortcut keys. Yeah, my network is low. I'm not going to see. You can go to help and you will get all the Excel sheets shortcut keys and everything. So here is option available for keyboard shortcut keys. So if you want to copy Control C or Control Insert, cut, whatever be the functions you are available, there are various formulas available in shortcut keys available in Google Sheets. Okay, similar to Excel. If you are familiar with Excel, you can easily track whatever be the formulas available here. You can just activate it. Okay, with activating it, you can use all the shortcut keys. Okay, this is the shortcut keys available. You can press Control Shift Y for this action. You can press Control C for copy. Like those things. These are the shortcut keys. You no need to memorize everything. Okay, by practice you will be getting all the keyboard shortcut keys. Okay. Then I'm going to say look upon like find and replace. Like find and replace, why we are using means like if I am having huge data. Okay, like there are various types of data. I will go to various types of data. Okay, like this is January, this is the month, and I no need to press everything. Whatever be the type I want, like January, February, I can just type first two things and I can drag. Okay, if you are going to bottom of this cell, you will be getting like drag option. Okay, this is the drag option. You will get everything. Okay, if it is a sequential order, universal order means you will be getting everything. Okay, if you want January in full form means like you can drag it off. You will get everything. Okay, you no need to type everything in the sequentially. If you want 1, 2, 3 till all the numbers means you can just type first two things and you can drag it off. Okay, you have to click the drag and you can drag. You don't need to type everything. If you have 700 plus data means you can just drag it off. Okay, like similarly date. If you want to drag the date means if you new year means you can just drag it off. If you want month for entire 31 days means you can just drag it off. This is the drag option available. Whatever be the thing, if you are giving this format means it will give this format. Okay, if you are giving first two data as a tables means like this. Okay, if you are giving first two data as table like 1, 2, 3. If you are giving 1, 2, 3 means we will be getting like 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you are giving 2, 4 means we will getting multiples of 2. Okay, while we are driving it, we will be getting multiple of 2. You can see, right? 3, 6, 9. Okay, first two things is enough. It will predict whatever be the sequence we are trying to convey. It will automatically fill the data using drag. Okay, now you got what is drag, right? I'm giving a lot of data. Just look what are the features available. You couldn't able to memorize everything. If you are practicing only, you will be getting everything. You couldn't able to memorize whatever be the things I'm saying. Kindly note it down. Okay, these are the features I'm touching upon. I'm saying you have to work on it. Okay, you couldn't able to memorize whatever be the things. Okay, even me, I couldn't able to memorize whatever be the things I'm saying. Okay, then in view options, I have say like this is the formula bar. Okay, if you want to change the show formulas, we need to use formulas is different. We will be looking in future. Okay, after going into it, I will be seeing paste special. Paste special means if I want to paste only the values, like see here, I'm changing some editing options. Okay, like bold, italic, color. Okay, like this is the format I have changed. I'm copying and pasting. If I'm just pressing Control C and V, I'm getting this kind of data. But if I'm using paste using values, so it will be just pasting January alone. It will not copy paste any formats. Okay, you no need to remove. If you are just copy pasting entire thing means like you have to manually remove resetting color, removing italic, bold, and color reset. So you will be getting all this formats back by using these functions. Okay, you don't need to do those things. Okay, you can just paste values. For that paste special, you will be getting values option. If you want to paste format alone, okay, if you are getting like months. Like this is the headers available. We will be usually mentioning headers in the top with some difference, right? Now I am going to change the first cell alone. Okay, like I'm going to make it as center alignment. I'm going to make it as bold. I'm going to change the font as some different fonts. Arial is something different. Okay, like I have changed the font and I'm going to change the color. background. Okay, this I want the settings to be applied, and I want borders also. Okay, I have applied borders. I want the settings to be paste. Okay, this is the format painter available in options. You can click that, and you can just select all those options. You can see, right? You are not going to do entire things. You can do similarly using format painter, or by clicking this and copying this and selecting all those things, paste to special format only. Both are same. Okay, we are just copying, pasting the formats around. The data will not be replaced. Okay, if I'm copying and pasting entire thing means Control V means entire thing will be replaced. But I don't want those things to happen. Okay, if you paste means also it will be asking like what whether you want to paste values or format. I want only formats to be paste. Okay, this is the options you can make use of it if you require. Okay, whatever be the things I'm saying, if you require means you can make use of it. Just know what are the thing. If I want to delete the four rows means delete values means we can delete. Okay, if I'm clicking this means I'm delete. If I want to delete means I can delete those values. The value is clear. I want to delete this entire rows. Like these are the things I don't want. Like I will be getting the delete values or delete entire rows. I'm deleting the entire rows below 20. Okay, 20 to 70. So I'm just deleting whatever be the things. All the features are available. Same. If I want to delete column D, since both are similar, I'm going to delete column C. Okay, click column C and delete column C. Okay, whatever be the columns you want to delete, you can delete F column. Okay, if I want to delete this column, you can delete. Ensure that you are not containing any values below. Okay, if you are deleting, you may be losing some data. So ensure you are clearing everything with your prior information. Okay. Like I need a case, I want to insert something new, or I want to move everything up except July. If April means I don't want April to be added. I want January, February, March, and then May to be concluded. I want to delete this means you can delete this alone. Okay. Instead of deleting this row, you can delete this column from B to H alone. Like see, B to H alone. I'm deleting this entire row alone. Okay. If I'm having some values here means, okay, these are the values I'm having there. If I'm deleting this from B to H means it will be deleting that alone. Okay, deleting this, have deleted the entire row. Okay, it will be deleting entire thing except those things. Okay, so it will say I have deleted columns of B to H. So it have deleted B to H. If I deleted means we will be getting 54, 56, 4 and 445. These are the things we will be getting. Okay, this is a few options are available for delete. Notes means we can add notes. Like if you are having some data means, like previously I have added, right? Yeah, this is the weak performance. I need to ask a question to this person Vimal. Like I can insert a note. Vimal affected by corona. So he didn't able to perform. Like this we can add notes. So the notes will be visible to everyone. Okay, so we can add notes so that what if anyone wants to know the reason for that, they can check the notes available. Okay, perform like that we can add notes. So everyone in the sheets could know that the reason for the performance reduced is like Vimal is affected by corona, so he didn't able to perform on the week 3. Okay, before 3 weeks, he have performed like 35% more. Okay, this is the option for notes. We can clear that notes by using clear notes. Okay, if you want to insert, right click, insert notes. Okay, if you want to clear here itself, you can clear it. Okay, this is the note options available in Google Sheets. Okay, I'm saying lot of functions. I am repeating. Kindly make note of it. Whatever be the functions, and you have to try in your Google Sheets. Okay, I insist. You have to try in your Google Sheets so that you will be recollecting whatever be the functions I'm conveying. Okay.
One more,
Now
sorry to
you are okay with. Yeah. Okay. So you can say.
see, like comment only. If we, what is the difference between a comment and note? See, comment means we
Yeah.
are it will be
Comments
assigned
means,
to single person.
yeah. 1 minute. Some people. Yeah. But notes means it will be giving justification for whatever be the things we are mentioning. Like if it is expenditure means before my father asking me, I have to add a note like like medical expenses, like whatever be the thing, I have add medical expenses. Like I can add those things like this in this I can add whatever be the notes instant note 544 for exam fees. So it is not entirely required for the data. If you want to know the data, he can click and see. Okay, but comments means we are mentioning. Okay, we are mentioning some people. We can adding comment and to specific people. Okay, if you are solving that comment, it will be going off. Okay, like I'm going to add this as exam fees. Okay, I have commented on this as exam fees, and I'm going to resolve this. Okay, exam fees. Okay, approved. Like your father is approving. Like you can pay your exam fees. He is approved and he is resolving. If you are clicking this resolve means it will be ticking off. One you couldn't able to see the comments there, but your notes can be visible once it is resolved. For issues, you can make use of it. For comments, it will be stay on there for every time. Okay, it will not be deleted unless you are deleting. It will not be deleted. Okay, for comments, if once it is resolved, it will be deleted. But you can see what be the things done. Okay, like exam fees. Okay approved. My father said okay approved. Then it is marked as resolved. I have marked it as resolved. So that's the thing. It is happened in B39. Okay, B39 is a sheet. It is the changes happening in the comments. Okay, you can see entire things, whatever be the comments made and whatever be the issues has been conversed. Okay, you got the difference, right? Comments will be
Yes.
going off
Yes.
after it is resolved. Okay, notes will not be going off. Notes will be stay there till we delete. Okay, it is like justification we are making. Like in C programming, we will be typing like it is for printing. Unless it is not going to use, we are going to like using double slash to use it is we are going to use this for printing options. So they have to know whatever be the functions we are using. Okay, for that case we are using this. Okay, it is already 1 hour. Okay, I have to cover a lot of functions. You are clear, right?
Thank you, Bhupanan. Thank you. That's clear.
Yeah, okay. Hope what is the file options, view options you are clear, right? Then I'm going to going upon the formatting options. Okay, and in the formatting options, we are going to see various options available in Google Sheets. Okay, first thing we are going to do is you will be having lot of data like this. Okay, I want to sort it out. Okay, it is like uneven data. Okay, you couldn't able to see it as a serial number wise. You could see that it is in an ID number wise. Okay, it is in ordered in ID number wise, and it is not in HR department. Whatever be the sorting function you want to apply, you can just select it, and you can go to data. Okay, you can go to data and sort range. Okay, if you are clicking entire range means it will be sorting the entire A column and B column. Okay, you now for our application we couldn't able to use entire data. You will be going to data and sort range. Okay, whether my issue data has headers or not. If I'm clicking header means we will be getting whatever be the heading I have provided. First, I'm going to sort it as a serial number wise. Okay, if I'm putting a serial number wise and A to Z means serial number is lower to higher, ascending order, this is descending order. If I'm going to sort it as a descending order. Okay, like if I'm giving it is a school performance rank means like I'm giving ranks for these people means 9th rank, 7th rank, 5th rank. Like this is the rank I'm providing for all the people means. If I want to sort it out using rank means we can do it. Okay, 11, 1, 15, 20. Okay, this if I want to sort it out using a rank means like I have to go to data and sort range. I have to click this and I want to order in a rank wise. In the rank also we will be getting at a ascending order. Okay, if I want to get in the rank wise means entire data is represented in rank. Okay, if I want to know first person means Priya is the first rank holder, Durga is a second rank holder, her ID number. Like that we can sort it out by rank wise. Okay, if you want to know in department wise. Okay, if you want to sort using department wise means we can sort it out using department wise also. Okay, else I want data of joining wise means we can use. It is a single layer sorting. If I want to use multiple layer means you can go to data and short range. Okay, my data has header. First thing I want to do is I want data joining wise. Okay, I will get data joining in the ascending order. Okay, then I am going to add this section, then department wise. These are the two functions, two layers I'm adding up. First it will sort like data of joining wise, then it will sort by department wise. Okay, it will sort like this. Okay, if I want to see January month, this is the January month. Like in January month, we have recruited one HR and two social media marketing interns. Then in February month, we have recruited two social media marketing interns. And in May month, we have recruited two event organizers and one social. Like that, we can recruited whatever be the thing. We can sort it out using sort function. Okay, you could be able to see, right? This is the sort function for two layers. If I want in alphabetic order wise, whatever be the changes you can make. Like if I want orders in working days wise, whoever be the working 27 days, I can make it. Okay, whatever be the changes, I can sort it out using short range. Okay, I want function like working days. Whoever working 27 days per day, like now it is giving descending order. I want 27 to be on the top. To change it, I'm going to data short range using Z to A. Okay, click the same things and working days in the descending order. 27 to be the top. There are three people working 27 days, all the days without any health issues. Okay, we can see whatever be the sorting range we can do. Then I'm going to see touching upon filter. Filter is cool options we will be going to use if you are using large data. You couldn't able to use the entire data of thousands data. If you are using every time, you will there will be a errors happening. Okay, to sort it out, you have to use filter options. Filter there, you can use it is create a new filter. Filter views you can use create a new filter. Else you have options here. Filter views. Okay, you can create new filter. Okay, this is a filter view options. The like this filter view will be available only to you. Okay, like we can rename it whatever be the changes we are making. Like if I'm renaming it to, I'm clearing all the functions and I want only HR people. How many HRs recruited for this month? Okay, I'm just removing this off. Okay, like this is the data containing all the HRs. Okay, HRs data. Okay, I'm going to rename it as HR data. From this entire data, I have filtered out HR data. Okay, I'm saving it as HR data. This is the range, and if you want to delete this, you can delete or update this range. Like this, you can do. Now I'm going to close this filter view, and if I want to again see HR data to be filtered means we no need to filter again. Okay, you can click this, and HR data will be available here. Okay, it will be automatically again filtered. You could see, right? For each time you don't need to spend time in going to filter and everything. Like if you want to add all those things means you can add all those things. You have to select all those things and give okay. Okay, this is the changes you are going to make. If you want to add social media marketing intern, I'm repeating, kindly see. You have to select whatever be the data you want to apply filter. I'm going to apply a creative filter, applying a new filter. I'm going to apply social media marketing interns, like marketing interns. I'm going to pick all the interns, like marketing interns. I'm going to save this range as marketing. Okay, this filter will be containing marketing range. So I don't need to. I am going to remove this filter using this remove option. And if I want to see marketing filters means it will be giving marketing data. If I want to fill HR data means it will be giving HR data. Okay, I have removed a filter using this, so it is went off. Okay, while this black arrows is there, whatever be the changes made, it will be appear on the thing. Okay, it will be like recording. Okay, if I'm applying those things and we are editing means it will be recorded. Okay, like whatever be the thing you want to filter up, you can filter and you can name it. Okay, you no need to apply filter again and again. Okay, in the entire data you no need to filter. They can use repeated filters, like whatever be the data they want to filter. Like if I want 27 days working days means they can filter. Okay, if I want to filter specifically 27 days means like you can create a filter Okay, in this filter, I want exactly 27 days. Okay, like we can remove all those things and tick 27. Okay, like if I want more than 25 days, okay, we can filter by values. Okay, we can filter by selecting all. We can click filter by values and specifically mentioning that all the data I require are about 25. I'm going to create a new filter and I want data values about 27, 25. This will be giving all the data about 25. Okay, this is option available for giving entire value about 25, and this option available for giving conditions. Like if it is empty, give me those data. If the text containing, like if I want text containing HR means it will give HR. If I want text containing marketing means it will give marketing. If I want date containing March 15, like August 15, like those things, we can give exact date and we can sort it out. We can filter it out. Okay. If I want greater than, if I want greater than 27 means we can give greater than 27 or 25. It will be giving filters. Okay. If I apply means it will give all the values about 25. So these are the functions available in filter options. Okay. You can use filter conditions. Okay. You can custom formula. Whatever be the formula you wish to give, you can write the formula. We will be going for formulas in upcoming day sections. Okay. Like you don't need to worry about formulas. Then we can use whatever be the things you can use. Okay, if it is empty, it will be giving empty. In our data there is nothing empty, so it is not giving any data. Okay, we are going to use, if you don't want to use any filter, you give none and it will representing none. Okay, if I am deleting this data means it will give filter by conditions is empty. Whatever be the data empty here, it will be representing. This is the filter option. Okay, I'm going to clear all the filters. Hope you are clear with the filter by color. If I'm having colors in the sheet means, like I will be saying like color. If I want to color this sheet means, color this data means I can add borders. Like we can go to format option. Like you can give alternative colors to make the sheet attractive. It will give suggestions. Whatever be the colors you wish to give, it will give suggestions. If I want specific colors means I will give colors specifically these colors. Whatever be the text color I want to give, whatever be the color to, I can add. Okay, these things I can manually change to my data. Okay, I don't want those things, so I'm removing off. Okay, still now you are clear, right? Can I get any answers? Sorting and filtering, whatever be the options available in the,
Yes,
I'm touching one by one. Okay. Then after sorting and filtering, I'm going to do inserting sorting. Okay. If I'm going to use sorting options, like as I said before, I'm going to use data short range. Like now you could see the serial number is not in order. I'm going to add a serial number in sorting order, and I'm going to add department wise. Okay, then I'm going to add department wise. Okay, else department wise, then ID number wise. Whatever be the format you wish to see, department number wise, then I want to ID number wise. So for event organizers, it will be arranged in lower to higher. You could see 3, 7, 11. It is arranged in order. So if HR means 1, 5, 9, it is a data. Okay, if I want charts, okay, I want to represent in a chart format means we could represent. Okay, just clicking the data, just clicking this data and insert, you could find the charts option here. Okay, if you're clicking this chart means you will be getting charts like this. Okay, I want event organizer to be collaborated. Okay, you can aggregate it. You get it right. It is Excel Google Sheets doesn't know it is similar or not. Whether if you want to add all the similar data, it will represent. Okay, if you want to switch over January to February month, you can switch over, like switch rows to column. Okay, it is giving January to February. Since we are having huge data, it is showing individually. If like I am having 4 to 5 data means it will be representing good. See, like wait a second. Before starting, Yeah, like this. If I'm having 4 to 5 data means it will be giving clear format, like I'm aggregating and switching. Okay, for January month, HR department, marketing department, event organizers department, social media marketing department, again HR department. Since I'm aggregating department is aggregated. Okay, so this is the function available for aggregation. You can change color. Okay, you can remove HR, whatever be the things if you want to remove. If you want to add social media marketing, remove all serious. Like you can change these things. It will be taking time. You can customize this entire chart, whatever be the colors you wish to see. I don't want white colors. I want background to be filled with this color. I want the borders to be filled with yellow or pink color. Like you couldn't able to see, but the border is changed. Like whatever be the functions you wish to see, serious and legends, title, x-axis titles, you can give this here as month. You can give this as count of employees working. Like that, you can do everything using these options. If you want grid lines, you can remove. If you want any other changes, you can make changes. Okay, this is the chart editor options. This is the chart editor options available. If you missed this chart editor options, means you can click this 3 dots and click the edit chart. You will be getting these options after inserting. Okay, you just try it out. Google chart will be visual representation of all those things. Your data can be represented visually. Okay, this is the cool options available in all those things. It is similar to Excel. Then I'm going to see sparkling. Okay, sparkling is a inline function of chart. Okay, like if I want performance of NK001 ID number, like ID number Priya. Okay, I want monthly performance of Priya means we can give is equal to sparkling. Okay, it will represent sparkling this entire data. Okay, this sparkline will indicate, see, every month his attendance percentage is reducing. Okay, if I drag it, I will get for every people. Okay, I have used formula here. Okay, I have reduced one count from here. If I'm using 80, the data will be changing. Okay, if he is absent for some people, whatever be the data, imagine that is a series of data. Okay, whatever be the data available here, it will be changing. Okay, whether at the beginning it was good and in between he has increased his attendance percentage, then he has dropped out. There is no consistency available here. Okay, like that we can monitor using inline chart. We no need to put 30 charts for each person. Okay, within this line we can monitor each of them. Okay, like this, this is the expenditure pattern I have spent. Okay, like this is the sparkline chart I have put in for my expenditures. Okay, I'm monitoring my expenditures. I'm putting sparkline. I can expand and see the sparkline. Okay, like this I can expand and see what is the topmost expenditure I have raised. Like if we are clicking this means I could see like minimum of 100, maximum of 932. Okay, whatever be the things, this will be representing of, if minimum means 100, maximum means 932. Okay, if this is the maximum on August 15, I have spent the maximum. So you can easily track using sparkling. Okay, we can expand it and you can use it, make use of it. Okay, if this function is very useful for you, you can make use of it. Okay, you clear with the charts. The difference between this chart and this chart is this chart will be placed anywhere. Okay, it will not be sitting in any cell. This is called cell. Okay, each one will be representing a cell. Okay, I'm placing sparkline in the chart. Okay, this is the formula, and I want whatever be the ranges I'm placing. This is the range I'm placing, and I'm closing the bracket. I will be getting sparkline chart. Okay, if I'm getting chart like this means it will be placed above the cells, and the data will be available. Okay, like if I'm placing the chart above here means the data in the background will be available. Okay, but in this the chart is placed in the inside the sheet. Okay, if I'm making changes, the sparkline chart will go off. Okay, this is the only difference between sparkline and charts. Okay, sparkline charts will be represented within a cell. Okay, then we are moving off to next function. You ignore it. Like alternating colors, as I said before, alternating colors option is available in format option, alternating colors. Okay, we will be going one by one. Like you know bold, italic, as I done before. If I want bold means I can use there also. I can use here also. Okay, I want bold, italic, whatever be the functions. I require formatting options. This as a in the sheet. Yeah, I couldn't. I forgot. This is the shortcuts available. Frequently used shortcuts. Okay, this option used for print. Okay, this option for undo and redo. Okay, it is for formatting painting. It will copy and paste formats of the painters. Okay, these are the options available for formatting the number. Okay, as I done before, if I am having some numbers means 5.672. Like I want to mention it as an percentage means I can click percentage. Okay, like I mentioned some huge number 0.52. I have to mention it as 52% means mention double dots. Okay. If I want to mention its percentage means I will be getting percentage. I want to reduce zero means I can reduce zeros. Okay, decimal place. Okay, if one decimal places, two decimal place, three decimal place, I can add up. Okay, I want more numbering format. These numbers to be represented in percentage, scientific order, accounting. It is if this is a currency means like 50,000 means I can put it up in currency format like Indian rupees. If you are putting euro symbol means it will be giving euro. If I want Indian rupees symbol means you will be getting Indian rupees. Okay. Then if you want to mention date, okay, if I like 5/5/2021. Okay, this is in date format. Okay, if you are changing to number format means it will be showing as a number. Okay, if you want to change this as a date format means you have to change this as a date format. Okay, whatever be the format, you will be getting confused like while I'm entering, we are not getting like this format. Whatever be the format you wish to get, you can change the format. Okay, if you want to customize the format, you can go to more format. Okay, if you want to go to more formats means you can go to this options and go to more formats. You can give more currency formats, more date formats, custom what format it should be, like date, month, year, like whatever be the month, like date, year, like whatever be the things you wish to see, you can mention it. Okay, if I want date and month alone, I don't want year means it will be showing date and year. If I want like date and year alone, see month and year alone, you can change it. Okay, it will be stored here. Okay, whatever be the changes you are making, like I want month and year alone means you can mention YY. Okay, it will be hearing month, 5th month, 21 year. Okay, whatever be the format, you can change. And this is the font size. You can change the font size and font size. If you want to increase the font size means you could see the font size is increasing, right? Then you want to bold, italic. If you want to strike out means you can strike out. Okay, if like my father gave me this money for this expenditure means I can strike out. Like whatever be the applications you are using, you can apply. These are the money my father given. Like you can make use of it based on the application. Okay, you no need to apply all the functions since you know everything. Okay, if it is required, you have to do. Okay, then you can change the text color as I done before. You can change the text color. Okay, if the text color not visible means you can change the background as the light color or dark color. Okay, to make it visible. Okay, whatever be the formats you wish to do, it is a borders. Like if you are inserting a border, all inserting all borders means you will be getting all borders. So if you don't want all the borders, I just want outside borders means you can click like outside borders. So you will not be getting center lines. So based on the application, you can apply. Okay, then alignment. Okay, for this, like I'm going to say explain on the alignment. Okay, so you could see alignment. The internship going to center, internship going to left. Okay, right. Whatever be the position you wish to see your text, you can place it like this. In within the cell, you can place whether it is in the bottom or middle or top. Okay, if you want to change it to center, you can top. You can make if you want make it to center here, you can make there are 9 options available. They have mentioned like this is the alignment, vertical alignment. This is the middle alignment. Okay, you can go the same thing using alignment here. Okay, the like similar alignment, whether it is left alignment, if it will be going to left alignment. Okay, this is the alignment option available in the Excel. Okay, for alignment, if you want to go to the center, it will be putting it up in the center. That is the shortcut key available here. This is the alignment for the cell. Okay, it will align this, both cells will be aligning you to the cell. Okay, you got it right. Then this option is available, right? You can rotate. Okay, you can rotate in whether if you are having more text, means like I am having text like this. I have to rotate it. Okay, text direction, like this is the text I am having. I don't want this to be disturbed. I have January data here. Okay, so there are some data missed out here. Okay, if I want those data to be represented, we can wrap. Okay, it is called wrapping. After completion of the cell, it will go back to here. See, after completion of I, it will come back to within the cell. All the data is represented. Okay, after completion of that I, the remaining data represented here and the remaining data represented here. If I'm adding all the data, it will be still visible in the same cell itself. It will not be going to hidden inside a cell. So like if I'm putting some, this is the money, means if I'm due to this, you may miss what is the value behind it. Okay, while taking printout, you will not be able to see this 2 digits. So it will in the money concerns, you will be losing some data, right? So if for that not to happen, so you can wrap the data. In the any case, you can use. Okay, this is text direction. Whether you want to the text to how to align. Okay, like top to right, vertical to right, like whatever be the alignment, like internship. I want to align in this format. Whatever be the format you want to apply, you have to apply. Okay, like in timetable they will be using, right? Like a break, whatever be the thing, they will be mentioning break like this. So if while preparing reports, it will be you will be using these things. Okay, alignment. And if you want to mention the angles, you can mention at 45 degree I want this, like you can mention the angle also. Okay, then coming to this feature, you can make use of this as a link. Okay, if I'm clicking this, like I'm mentioning my mail ID, or website www.nkc.com. You could see the difference, right? nkcwebsite.com is representing a web page. Okay, you will be redirected to NKC website. Okay, like like, but in Gmail I couldn't be able to do something. For that case, I want to add Gmail. Mention it as a link. Okay, if I'm pressing this link, it will be redirecting to my mail ID. Okay, it will be sending mail to my mail. Okay, so whenever I'm pressing this, it will be going to send mail to Bhubalan. It will be opening mail. Okay, whether you want to Google Chrome or what internal mail, you can make use of it. Okay, if I'm using this, means it will be opening a mail. I don't want this. Just know that if you want to make a link, you want to make it as using link option. You will not be getting directly, like if I'm copy pasting this link, means you will not be getting directly as a link, since it is containing HTTPS. Okay, anyone know what is HTTPS? HTTPS. I start with hypertext. Can anyone complete? Just I'm only speaking. No one else is there, right? Anyone know what is HTTPS? Looks like no one is from a computer science background. Hypertext markup language. Okay, no issues. It is not from our side. Okay, if you are mentioning HTTPS, means it will be directly knowing that it is a hyperlink, so it will be directly made as a link. Okay, like this is the option for inserting command. As I said in the previous sheet, if I want to mention a comment here, means my mail ID. Like if I want to mention my mail ID, means I can mention mail ID. Or if I want to use insert chart, means instead of going to the chart there, I can mention the charts here. Okay, like whatever be the shortcut keys you can use. It is a filter option. It is a sum. These are the functions we are going to see in the formulas tab. Okay, we are going to see in the formulas tab. Then it is the alignment. Okay, if I want the text to be aligned from left to right. Okay, like I'm going to reset it to left to right. If I want the entire like see here, the ABCD is from left to right, right? If I'm going to change to right to left, okay, can you see the difference, right? Like if I'm pressing the sheets from right to left means the entire data represent from A, B, C, D set. So if entire sheets will be containing from the right to left, they will be mentioning like you could see right to left. Sheets will be representing from right to left. Whatever be the thing you want to type, you have to type from right to left. Like if I am mentioning Bhubalan, it will be represent from right to left. You will be going from right to left. If you want to change the alignment, some people will be working like that. Okay, like Arabic, I think on that language, they will be moving from right to left. So if you want to change that, you can change that. These are the three options available from right to left to right, right to left, right to left. Okay, these are the three options available. Okay, if you want all the sheets to be from left to right, you can change all the sheets. Okay, this is option available. Hope I have cleared all the shortcuts. Okay, this is the shortcuts. You will be frequently using all the shortcuts. Okay, so they have given this as a shortcuts. Okay, you no need to go every time inserting the charts. Okay, like then continuing to back. This is the colors options available. And going to pivot table. Pivot table is a vast topic. It will be consolidating all the data. Okay, it will be consolidating all the data. Okay, if I'm using the previous data. This is the data I'm having. I want to get the summary of the entire data. Okay, I'm just selecting the data I'm having. This is the data containing all the people's data of the data department, data joining, working days, salary, and gross pay. I'm going to data and pivot table. It will be asking whether you want to insert pivot table to existing sheet or working sheet. I want to use this pivot table in the existing sheet. I want to place the pivot table in this location. Okay, whatever be the location you wish to see, you can place it. Okay, if I want to place it above means I can place it above. Okay, just to remove off all those things. I'm going to place this pivot table here. Okay, so you will be getting new tabs. Okay, you will be getting new tabs like this. Okay, you can see the rows, columns, and values. These are the three columns mentioned in pivot table. Okay, if I want like data, okay, this is my raw data. From this raw data, I want to know how much money I am spending for HR. How much this is the salary per hour. If they are working 27 days means per day I'm providing 1,000 rupees. If they are working 27 days means they will get monthly 27,000 rupees salary. Okay, so this is the salary I'm providing. I want data like for HR how much money I'm spending. For marketing, how much money I'm spending. For some media, social media marketing, how much money I'm spending. So just click the pivot table and put in the rows. I want like department. You just click the department and put it in the rows. You get like rows. Okay. For the values, I want sum of gross pay. Okay. Okay. Sum of gross pay. Okay. You have to paste the values in the gross pay. For event organizers, I'm spending 70,000. For HR organizers, I'm spending 1,40,000. Like that, you have to get the summarized data using this pivot table. Okay. If I want additionally, I want to add some more data like getting, but based on the locations, you can add. Okay, you can add based on the locations. If you want to change it means you can change removing the department, you can change the locations. In Tamil Nadu, I am spending 1 lakh. In Kerala, I am spending 49,000. In Karnataka, I am spending 1 lakh 16,000. Okay, like that you can mention whatever be the things. I want both the things means you can move one thing to columns and move one things to the date. Okay, now I'm representing all the data in a table. Like for HR, for Andhra Pradesh, I'm spending 44,000. I'm not typing anything. The pivot table is consolidating everything for me. Okay, pivot table will be giving all the consolidated data for me. Okay, so we can make use of this. Okay, for marketing, I'm not spending any money here. For social media marketing, I'm not spending any money in Delhi. So in Tamil Nadu, I'm not having any event organizers. So like this, we can summarize. Okay, this is the options available in pivot table. You can make changes to anything. Okay, if you want like department wise and location wise. Okay, if I'm adding both the things means you will be getting both the data. Okay, it will be adding both the data. You could see that, right? For event organizers, four locations, you will be getting gross pay. For HR, you will be getting four pay. Based on we are dropping, it will be giving all the data. If I click this means I will be getting the sum of all the data, marketing, social media. the same data is represented in a different way. I have grouped department and locations together. So if I want to see HR means it will be representing HR. Okay, this is pivot table. There is, it is a vast topic. I'm not going to go in detail. Just I'm saying the pivot table will be consolidating all the data values. We no need to summarize what is HR, what is the working days, like that. We no need to give. So like if we want to know working days means we can add up. Okay, like we can give department wise working days, like working days. Okay, for department wise, based on working days, I have split up. Okay, for 20 days working people, for HR people getting 40,000. If we are working 24 days means they will be getting 48,000. Since I have put in 1,000 rupees, they will be getting, two people are there, they are getting 45,000. If one people means 25,000. So like this, you can bring up with various conclusions. Okay, this is pivot table options. Okay, I'm not going to detail about pivot table. Spend some time in pivot table. Okay, you will be learning lot of things. Then I'm going to move to slicers. Okay, slicers is similar to pivot table where we are applying filters, right? We will be going applying filters manually. If I want to see HR data manually means I will be applying filter, insert. I just going to apply filter here. I create a new filter. It will be giving filters of removing all these things. For filtering HR, it takes some time, right? If I want to know gross pay of HR means it is giving sum of 1,40,000. Okay. For that case, I can filter using slicer. How to use insert slicer is if we go to data means you will be getting slicer. Okay, I want to insert a slicer. You want to select a range for which data you are going to insert slicer. Okay, I'm going to filter this data. I'm going to select this data. This is the data I'm going to use. I'm going to insert data. Okay, for this data, I'm going to insert slicer. Okay, selected data and got a filter. Okay, you can place anywhere you wish. Okay, delete this data. You can even format it. Okay, now I have to decide on what basis I'm going to sort out. Okay, like in this I am going to sort out using working days. Okay, I have already inserted similarly. If you want not working days means you can change it to name, department, whatever be the things you can change. Okay, now I'm going to change this as working days. Like if I'm filtering out means you can directly get the filter like this, and like if I want 27 days working days means click 27, and whoever be the people working 27 days, I'm getting the total for 27 days. Okay, if I want specifically department wise means I can go to department wise. If I want HR department alone, hope you say clear all the filters, and I'm going to get HR department alone, like event organizers or HR. I'm going to get HR departments. Whatever be the data available for HR, like the total I'm getting 1,40,000 before. Yeah, HR. For HRs, if I'm getting total of 1,40,000, you could see the sum, right? Here you can see sum, average, minimum, maximum count. If once I selected the data, whatever be the data I'm selecting, like we will be getting numbers. Only for numbers we will be getting sum, average, maximum, minimum, count, count of number of numbers. Okay. See, this is the option we will be getting. How many numbers are there? Okay. Then if you want to filter any other department, you can filter. The slicer is similar to filter, but it will be giving all the options in the desktop itself. Okay, you no need to go every time to filters and inserting filters and changing the options. Okay, it will be applicable to everywhere. Okay, if I want to Tamil Nadu data alone, I will be clicking Tamil Nadu and clicking OK. I will get consolidate for Tamil Nadu. For Tamil Nadu HR, I am spending this much money. For marketing, I am spending this much money. Like that's a total for Tamil Nadu. I am spending this much money. Like this will be total of sum of 1,0750. So we will be getting same data, but the filter is using pivot table. Okay, we are getting the same data. The split up will be giving all those data. Okay, you make use of the pivot table. You make use of slicer. You can create dashboards. Okay, dashboards you will be using for creating filters. Okay, you can make use of the pivot tables and slicers to create dashboards. Dashboards is a biggest topic. We are not going to touch upon those things. Okay. Now last topic we are going to touch upon formulas. There are various formulas available. Okay, in Google, like in Google Sheets and Excel, there are various formulas available. I'm going to see like yeah, I'm going to touch few formulas alone. Basic formulas you will be using. Okay, right? This is the data we are using previously. Okay, now I have calculated if formula. Okay, first we are going to see if formula. This formula you will be using frequently. Okay, if what is this thing is like, I want 100% attendance people. Okay, for that case, how we will be calculating those people having 27 days attendance. Okay, if Priya is 27 days present, he will be getting 100% attendance eligibility. Okay, if he is less than 27%, 27 days, he is not eligible. Okay, for that case, we are providing this data. Okay, so if I have to mention a formula, I can't put filter and those things. Okay, I want use formula. Okay, for that case, I'm putting equal to, like I'm typing. Okay, see here, if is the formula I'm going to use. These are the various formulas available in Google Sheets. And logical expression. Logical expression means what is the condition you are going to check. Okay, that this is the cell I'm going to check. If it is equal to, this is the logical condition. If it is equal to 27. Okay, you could see, right? I'm going to zoom. Wait. Let me zoom in. Now can you see? Now can you see the formula I'm typing? You can see the formula here also. Whatever be the thing I'm typing, you can see. Can I get any SS? Are you there? I know I'm crossing. I want to complete for the interested points. Okay. Is there anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is last topic, formulas and productions. Okay. If I'm getting formula, logical expression. Okay, for the logical expression, I'm going to check with working days. If the working days is equal to, you can see here, you can, whatever be the type of formula I'm typing, you can see here. Okay, is equal to 27. Okay, I'm mentioning 27. If it is equal to 27, then it is moving to value if true. Like Google Sheet is asking whether if it is equal to 27, what I have to do. We need to say, if it is true, you have to do like, they mention eligible. Yes, they are eligible. Yes or no? Like yes, they are eligible. If false, I'm after pressing comma, it comes to value if false. Okay, I have to mention if the value is not equal to 7, what I have to do. You can mention no, they are not eligible. Yes or no? Okay, then you can have to close the bracket. Okay, this is the formula you have to use for if. Okay, first you have to put if, open the bracket, and you have to give logical conditions. Okay, you know logical operators like equal to, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, like that. There are various logical operators. You have to use a logical expression. Okay, if it is true means it will do something. If it is false means it will come here and it will do something. Whatever we are mentioning here, it will be doing. It can't be like printing something. Okay, we can use formulas here also. Okay, we can use nested formulas. I don't want to confuse at the beginner stage. I reduce to percentage. Okay, like is equal to, if I'm typing again, if this is equal to 27, I want you to print yes, else no. Okay, this is the syntax. So then this is the cool feature, autofill. Autofill will be automatically detected since we are connected to network. Once we are doing something, it will be automatically giving suggestions. Okay, whether if can I do something like this? Yeah, you can do like that. If we can take, if you don't want to do something like Google says you don't want to put, you can put into much. So you could see the eligible ones are marked as yes. So within this, instead of yes, I give eligible, and instead of no, I give not eligible. Okay. this is a formula for if. I want to count how many number of people are eligible. Okay, for that case, I couldn't be able to go 1, 2, 3, then three are eligible. Though, so I don't want to count manually. If their data is huge, means I want to formulas to calculate for me. So I have in Google Sheets we have formula like count if. Okay, count if is a formula. You can count based on a condition. If it is equal to eligible, okay, like I will be typing formula. Okay, is equal to count if. Okay, normal count will count all the data, entire data. Count if will count whatever be the condition we are giving. I'm going to give condition from this to this. Okay, within this range, I want to count who are eligible. Okay, I'm going to give tau eligible. Okay, ELI GIBLE eligible. So similar data it is case sensitive. We have to mention similarly exactly whatever be the things we have given. Okay, so it has given eligible people. If I'm giving not eligible people, it will be giving 21. Okay, you got it right? So these counts are coming up with formulas. Okay, now I'm going to show another new feature. Okay, we are going to see 100%. Okay, the data column suggestions. Okay, it will be going statistics of this column. So in this column, I'm having various things like this pivot table. I'm going to give escape and I'm going to delete this pivot table. Okay, like if I'm going to put data column statistics, see it is giving statistics suggestions. I haven't created any pivot table, anything. Okay, if you are going to format data, it will be going column statistics. Okay, it will be showing column statistics like frequency table. Okay, how many counts are ineligible, how many counts are not eligible. Okay, count eligible count, not eligible count, total rows that are empty. In for this column, it will be giving. Since I'm having huge data in the single sheet, it is showing like that. If you are mentioning having this data alone, it will be showing similar data. Okay, whatever be the things in the column, it will be showing statistics, okay, of various data. Okay, column statistics is a function. It will be consolidating the columns. Okay, you got it, column statistics. Okay, then wait a minute. VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is also very important functions you will be using. Okay, I know ID number. I know ID number of a person. Okay, for this ID number, I want to name. Okay, I couldn't able to from this data. I couldn't able to see 1, 2, 3. I couldn't able to find the data exactly. Okay, now even now if I can find, if the data is like 1,000, 10,000, I couldn't able to find. Okay, for that case, we can use VLOOKUP. Okay, is for VLOOKUP formula is equal to VLOOKUP. Okay, how to type VLOOKUP. If you are getting suggestions, means you can just tab. Tab means it will be opening a bracket. Okay, then we have to select a range. What is the range you are going to look up? The first column has to be the searching index. Okay, if I'm going to search on basis of ID number, means I have to put the ID number on the first. Okay, this is the data I'm going to search. Okay, within this data, I am going to get what is the ID number for this 3. Okay, within this data, I am going to put the range. Then first lookup value. Wait, sorry. Is equal to VLOOKUP. This lookup value, then the range where it is going to search. Okay, in this range, what is the data I am going to get? Okay, I want the name. Okay, name is represented in, this is the first row, this is the second. This is the first column, this is the second column. So I want to type, see the formula here. You couldn't able to, since I am dragging, you couldn't able to track here. You have to see the formula here. Okay, in the formula functions. You see the formula here. I'm going to type 2. Okay, VLOOKUP searching value, then the range, then the number of column it is containing my results, required results. Then if you want the exact number, means put 0. If I want approximate number means you can put 1. Okay, like if I'm putting means like Asifa, like this is the name I'm getting. Like if I'm putting any other name means 22 Muhammad Sabi. Like whatever be the number I'm giving, I'm just giving equal to because not to waste time. Okay, like if you are typing also you will be getting like NK 108004. I missed 10. If the data is not available, it will be giving error like not available. Like Karthi is NK21. So if I'm entering the data number means you will be getting anything. Okay, if I want event organizers means I can just copy and paste and the same thing I'm going to do. Okay, if it is C means I'm going to say change it to C, the same data, but the range will be changed. So I'm going to change the range. Okay, it can be same now, but now I want the type of internship. Okay, the type of internship they are doing. Now I want instead of 2, I'm going to change it to 3. Okay, then I press enter. I'm getting the what type of people they are. Like if I'm getting whatever be the people, every data will be changed automatically. I don't need to search who they are. Okay, I'll be getting this data, and if I want their salary also means I can mention their salary also. While copying, you can lock the cell. Okay, while copying, you can lock the cell just by putting dollar symbol. Okay, here and here or F4. Okay, if you are pressing F4 means it will be locked. So while copying, that will not be changed. Okay, see the selection range having changed, but this range since we haven't locked, it has been changed. So our salary column in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the 8th. So we can change it to 8. Okay, 8 and press enter. So whatever be the ID number I am giving here, we will be getting their salary. Okay, we no need to search for anywhere. I'm getting Priya salary 27,000. Okay, this is VLOOKUP function. Okay, if we want sum if average, it is similar to count if. Okay, we have seen the count if, right? It is similar to count if. I have shown the formula here. Okay, sum if within this range equal to HR. I want total of HR. Okay, I want total of HR. So first I have completed the range. Okay, then after that I want to total sum of range. Okay, this is the thing for sum of formula. If you want to average if formula, same, both are same. Okay, EVE RA average if. Okay, average if formula. Then I want to mention the range. Okay, what is the range I want to look into? Okay, this is the range. No range. Comma. I want conditions of SMM. Okay, is equal to SMM. Okay, I want people, you have to give within double quote. Okay, this is the condition I'm going to give. Then I'm going to give the total. What is I'm going to total? This is the total I'm going to get. Whatever be the SMM total, I'm going to get average. Okay, then I'm going to go into close bracket. This is the average of SMM. Okay, if you are going to give filter as SMM, we'll be getting the same thing. Okay, we can cross check using this. Just a second. Not able to pick up. Like yeah. Then this is the last function I'm going to see. Look after lookup. Okay. We have seen all the functions. Most of the formulas I couldn't able to see. Then split the text to two column. Okay. If I want to split means we can split. Okay. Like if I want to split this NKC ID number or the name. Okay. If I want to split the names means I can split up. Okay. Like this. Okay. If I want to split this means like Priya should be mentioned somewhere and yes should be mentioned somewhere. We have to split both these things, means we can use split options. Okay, the split option is available in data. Okay, split text to two column. If I am selecting the data and mentioning, just I'm 1 minute. I'm just copying and pasting as values. By pasting this as values, you will be getting entire thing. After that, you have to split. Okay, split text to two column. Okay, it can detect automatically, or we can use separator. Okay, whether we have space as a separator, we have all the space as a separator. So it has separated like Priya, yes, is initial. Lakshmi Priya, first name, last name, and initial. So like this, it will be splitting up. Sometimes there will be an issue, but most of the times it will be coming right. Okay. Then last, trim white space. Trim white space is like some people while filling Google form, they will give blank spaces. So we have to clear blank spaces like this. So it takes time for us to remove the blank spaces. So what we can do is just click this and go to data, and you can go down and trim white space. Okay, if you click trim white space, 20 items will be trimmed. You can see that all the spaces have been removed. Empty white spaces have been removed. Okay, this school future available. You can make use of this thing. Like I'm doing again. Okay, in this data, you have to trim white spaces. Okay, all the white spaces will be removed. Okay, for that, this thing you have to do. For QR code, if you want to create QR code, means NKC is giving a formula. This is the formula. I'm not going to say in detail. Just you have to put image in the bracket. You have to give URL. It is the API code. Okay, this is the API code given by Google Infographics. Okay, this is the Google Infographics API code. You can copy this Google API code and as in the format. What is chart type? CHT means chart type. CHS means chart style. CHTL means chart length. Okay, for this case, you have to type formula for CHS chart size 200 cross 200 width into what is the width and what is the length, then what is the character length, then this is the thing we have to add. This is chart type. Chart type is QR and chart length is the cell NKC website. Okay, I have selected the NKC website. Okay, so we are getting QR without anything, just like formula. Okay, it will be generating. If I'm typing Google, means we will be getting google.com QRL. Okay, I'm stopping for now. If with the last formula is email. For email we need to validate, right? If it is a valid email, we can use email formula. Okay, if we are validating using email bracket formula. Okay, if I'm typing any formula, means like is equal to mail, like email bracket, and we have to select the lookup value, which value we have to look up. Okay, by using that we can get it. Okay, this is the last function. Then we are concluding. Okay, if you are getting any doubts, you can clarify. I have touched upon all the data. Okay, in the data filtering, slicing, pivot table, all those things, splitting columns, column statistics, trimming whites, removing duplicates, means if we are having true false repeatedly, right? We can copy and paste values. I want only true and false. I don't want any duplicates, means I'm going to just remove duplicates. Okay, in where we have to remove in the selected case. Okay, I have removed, like without doing anything, I have given duplicate values. Okay, this is the thing we have. We can use remove duplicates. Okay, that's thing we have covered everything in the data and format. Themes is the option. It will give all the suggestions for you. We don't need to work on basic, like it will give all the statistics. Whatever be the things you like to apply, you can give apply. See the types are changing. Okay, what type you want, everything you can customize. You can also customize. Okay, what is the text color, what is the accent color, what is the background color, hyperlink color, whatever be the thing, you can change it. Okay, this is the themes option. Then at last, I have cleared all the thing, alignment, font size. These are the options available. Tools, macros is like recording. We don't want to do repeatedly. One thing we can record and replay it. Like if I'm doing one thing in the sheet means like I'm typing some Google and I'm changing the format, bold, italic, and I'm changing the color. Okay, like this. If I want to do the same thing repeatedly means you can record a macro. Okay, using the absolute reference, it is recording a macro, and now I'm going to type same Google. Okay, now I'm going to change the font size, italic, color, text color, and background color. Okay, now I'm going to stop. Okay, save this macro as Google. Okay, I know I'm going to save a shortcut key for this. Okay, I'm going to give 4 as a shortcut. Control Alt Shift 4 will run this macro. Okay, if I'm opening a new sheet, okay, Control Shift Alt 4 will be running the script and authentication record. After that authentication of Gmail, it will be pasting our macro. Okay, since it is not requesting authentication at the beginning of the time, after that it will be running that macro and pasting the same Google without doing anything. I'm just doing one thing. If you are doing large data means it will be very helpful using macros. Macros is a recorded version. You don't need to apply any functions repeatedly. If you want to do repeatedly the same thing means you can use the macros. Okay, like if I have missed out any functions means you can clarify at the end. Okay, I'm going to press Control Shift Alt 4 again. Okay, this is running the script. See, I haven't typed anything. It is run the script and updated Google here with the same format before I have mentioned. So that you couldn't able to spot out any changes here. Okay, so this is the cool feature available in Excel. Also, it is available. Okay, it is running the script and it will be mentioning. Okay, if you are using absolute script while running the macro, if you are using absolute reference, it will be using the same. If you are using relative reference, whatever be the cell we are using, it is be relatively copying the same data, same formulas to the new cell. Okay, that's it. I have completed all the functions of formula. This is not required for us. Spelling is like if you want to spell check any data, if you have large data means you can spell check. Like in Word document we will be having right F7. Like that you can spell check. Formulas also we have covered everything. Inserting is a drawing image you can insert. Link everything. Tick box is like you can insert tick box. Okay, I like if I have given salary for him, you can insert a tick box here. Okay, I am going to insert a tick box here. Insert tick box. So if I'm putting this tick box, I have provided salary from him. If I'm providing salary for him, and I can make use of this option. So if you want to total it means it is also like count. Okay, we can count it. It is like true or false. Okay, if I are mentioning tick means true, if you are mentioning false means false. If it is unchecked, it is like false. Okay, like we can make use of formulas to count whether how many truths, how many false are there. Okay, this is the cool feature for using checkbox. If you are doing multiple checklist means you can use this. Okay, that's it. I have completed everything in the functions available. Note, new sheets, everything in view menu. Zoom is the options available here. This is the zoom option. You can see zoom the sheet. Show formulas. Show formulas will be showing all the formulas in the sheet. Like this is the formula I have used for uppercase. Okay, like in this Lakshmi Priya is mentioned in mixed format. Lakshmi Priya is mentioned in L caps, A small. So if I'm using without formula, with formula I have converted to proper and trim. Okay, I have trimmed the same thing and make it to uppercase. Okay, trim is like removing the white space. Okay, trim will help to remove white space. With formula we can trim. Okay, like similar to this function in the data. Trim white space. It is the formula. Okay, You can see formula using control tilt button. Okay, you see the formulas and back. This is a toggle key. You can use the same key to switch back. Okay, that's the thing I want to cover. I have covered everything. Okay, like finally with the closing, I'm going to go back. You can press the logo back. It will be saved automatically. We no need to save everything at the end. These are the templates gallery available. Okay, this is the very few large templates available. You can make use of it. Okay, like for example, for personal use, if you want to make use of to-do list. Okay, like if I'm preparing a to-do list means you can make use of to-do list. Okay, whatever be the plans you are having, handle a section, handle something to breakfast, lunch, dinner, whether I have done or not. Like this, you can prepare a to-do list for each month. On this month, I have to do like this. This is a to-do list for January to-do list, and you can make a duplicate of it and February to-do list. Like this, you can have filters on this month, whether I have done these things or not. You can check the things and ultimately you can count whether out of 3 I have completed 3. February month, every tasks are completed. Like you can make use of list like pending payments. If you are collecting payments for March month, January month, all the payments are received. February month, all the payments are received or not. This is a to-do list. You can, it is already default available in Google Sheets. You no need to create anything. You can directly make use of it. You directly type and you check whether you have done or not. Similarly, there are various templates gallery available. If you want annual budget, monthly budget, if you want financially using monthly budget, if you want any other, you are investing in any share markets, you can make use of it. If you want calendar, you can use of calendar, monthly budget, annual budget. This is the same thing available. You can use schedule. Okay, this schedule you can use like calendar, Google Calendar. You can use schedule and pros and advantages and disadvantages. Team roster is like you can manage the team in the team rosters, and invoice generator, weekly timesheet, time log. Okay, then financial statements. It will be containing all the formulas. You don't need to do anything. Okay, we just load the values. Okay, you can try it out. Okay, like expenses report and purchase order and employee shift change. If you are shifting any employees, we can make use of it. Customer relationship management. Okay, customer relationship management is like in HR people will be using. We can directly use this template. Okay, it is a dashboard containing paid traffic report. We can make use of it if you wish to do Gantt chart. If you are working productively means you can use Gantt chart. Daily what are the things I have to do, monthly what are the things I have to do, in which date I have to do those things, whether it is right time or not. You can use Gantt chart every day for yourself. For company also, company will be using Gantt chart, okay, for productive time management and productive work management. Okay, project management, for project what is the status, on which date we have to do those things. Okay, and project tracking status. If you have ordered something outside means what are the status of those, like that, so we can update those things. And even marketing that timeline, on this date we have to manage this event, on this date we have to manage this event, like that we can manage. For attendance, if you want to manage attendance for some people, if you are school students or college staffs, maintaining attendance means we can maintain attendance also. So these are the templates available. You no need to create anything. Like just like that you can, like Monday 8:30 I have to have breakfast. So whatever be the plans you are having, you can make use of this. You just make a copy of it and you whether check whether you have done or not. You can make use of this Google Sheets itself. Okay, finally I have done. Okay, it takes huge time. Thank you for being. Okay, if you have any issues, any doubts, you can feel free to ask now. Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Are you there?
No, sir.
People?